ring again. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, all your steaming on. You're coming like Pink Panther, so you're coming on your toes. Yeah. Oh, look trouble, look trouble. Yeah, look trouble now, look trouble. Get them, 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 get them.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is WaWa, and today is going to be a little different because I don't usually do voiceovers, so this is kind of like a voice reveal. But today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make Roblox clothing. This is going to be a series, so I'm going to break these up into different videos, so make sure you guys stay tuned to watching those. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to photo bash a shirt. What I use to make clothes, I use a software called ProCreate on the Apple Store. It is going to cost you around $11–12, but you do not have to use ProCreate. You can use any software you guys like. If for those who don't know, I do own a clothing group called Catch Your Brand, and let me just stop talking. Let's get into this video. Okay, so the first step is to import your files. So on ProCreate, you're going to just hit that little toolbox next to gallery, and then you're going to hit add plus, and your file should be loaded. So before we analyze the piece, I'm going to show you guys how to remove the background. You just use Photo Room or Remove BG on the internet, and where I get my inspiration is Pinterest, Shein, and Fashion Nova. And this particular top you see, I got it from Amazon. So moving on, I want to show you guys why it is important to use the Roblox template. Is because with photo bashing, you want to be precise, you want to be accurate. So here you see me just outlining the red box to where the top will be, and now I'm going to just basically outline where I want to cut, because you see those curves on the side of the top. We don't want those to be there, only because it's going to look weird in the red box. So we need to align those sides to the sidewall to sidewall on the red box. Okay, so here you're just seeing me focus on the torso, where the chest area is. We want to keep that shape while we're photo bashing, and we want to also make sure we have some room for the shoulders so that the top doesn't override the strings. So everything is going to play out when I show you guys on the template, but right now I'm just breaking it down to you on where you need to focus on, where you need to keep that shape, where you need to align, because it's very important. Because with photo bashing, it can have good and bad, and the good is going to come out very good because it's realistic. The bad is going to come out very funky because you don't have that correct alignment.
Normally I'm quick to switch up my playlist. I might unpack my bag and don't say shit.
Okay, so next I'm going to size it down to fit the template. And what I'm showing here again is just how I want the top to be fitted to sidewall, which means that I need to find that alignment. So I'm just gonna fast forward here because this is what I want to show you guys about how photo bashing can have that bad side. And when I mean bad side, I mean the top is just gonna look funky because it's not gonna look right. So here's me trying again. So one thing it is, you either have to work what you gotta work with, or find a piece of clothing within the clothing to make it look neat. So I'm going to break this top into half. So meaning I'm going to just erase the top, the torso part, and keep the waist, and I'm going to duplicate that same top again and do the opposite side. So remove the waist and keep the torso top. That way I can still keep that shape and I can have a perfect alignment.
What I'll do, I was at a wasting time. You ain't never gonna change your mind. Tired of hearing all your lies, but I wanna leave you lonely, so I come crawling back, hoping it won't be like that, hoping that you'll make a change, so that I can stay. So bad when it ain't.
Okay, so after breaking the two pieces, I just removed the strings, and I'm gonna show you guys why in a second. So now the top is completely, removed from the bottom. I'm going to just align that from sidewall to sidewall, making sure that it is in the middle, because if it's not, it's gonna look weird on the avatar itself. So now I just opened up the layer with the torso, with the waist I meant, and make sure to put the top above the torso, which is the waist, so that way you can see those ruffles. And then here's me demonstrating again how I'm going to make that cut to make it straight to align sidewall to sidewall in the red box. If it's not sidewall to sidewall, it's going to be curved, and usually curved clothing is for like boxy avatars, and this top is not meant for a boxy avatar. It's meant for like a 3.0 avatar that's a woman's torso on Roblox. So yeah, so here it's pretty self-explanatory. You're just going to make it fit using that tool where you just stretch the clothes out, and I'm going to keep doing this to its my liking. Then I'm gonna go in and check if everything's perfect. So I'm just gonna do some touch-ups with the picker tool.
Never knew, no, I never knew that you be a freak and a friend too.
Okay, so the next step is to do the rest of the boxes, meaning the sides of the top. So as you can see, I picked up the top from online, which is the back side and not the front side. So I'm going to just use that little edge to cut the torso, waist, I meant, you know what I mean. So just like aligning it and making sure that it's an even cut, so that way we can connect it to the green box, the blue box, and the yellow box. But here I'm just showing you guys, like I said, just using what you have to photo batch to make the top look really realistic and not sloppy, but good at the same time. So I just use my creative ways to cut the top and flip the bottom to the top and make like that one cut crease. And later on you're gonna see me do something completely different, which this piece ends up getting deleted.
I know these other niggas thirsty, but please never entertain them, cause that would hurt me, you feel me? Yeah. I know you feel me. Oh, I know you feel me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa, whoa. Huh. Girl, I know you feel me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, so much to live for, too, baby. Whoa.
So I want you to pay attention to how I try to stretch that piece and it got blurry. This is what I mean with Photo Bash not being the greatest reliable tool, but you just have to know your way around it. So I want that high quality, so I'm going to go ahead again and try to fix that back piece. And like I said, I was trying to explain before that the two pieces on the green side and the yellow side, those are going to eventually get deleted because I found a better piece to match that quality on the top. So I'm going to go ahead and just even that out, make sure that it looks great to my liking, and then go back and delete those 2 pieces and duplicate the back side and connect them to the left and right side. So make sure this goes underneath that waist on the red, so that way it doesn't override the top. You know, you can stretch it out and make sure that it's straight and even. And that's pretty much it for the base.
Step out, get some air now, flip to edge out, to some iceberg.
Okay, so next I'm going to insert a file where I have pre-made shadings already, and I'm going to explain the shading part in a whole different video, but this is me just duplicating the layer that's already shaded to my liking. Chest shading isn't that hard, you just gotta like learn how to blend it in. So I just went ahead and resized the chest area and make sure that it's underneath the clothing, so that way it doesn't look weird above the clothing, if that makes any sense. And this is what I was going to talk about, the strings on the top. So you can either draw the strings, or you can, I don't know why I'm saying strings, like the straps, I'm sorry. So you can either draw the straps, or you can use the straps from the clothing to make it more realistic. So here I'm showing you that I'm making an altered top. So I want the straps to go straight and then kind of curve over the edge. And this is a diagram of where I'm just showing you what an altered top looks like versus what a spaghetti string top would look like. The altered top, the point is going to be towards the neck. You want that to be a little above the neck hole, so that way it doesn't look like the strap is going towards the neck, because you want it to look realistic. And make sure that the straps are still passing that torso, versus where you have your spaghetti straps, it's going to go straight above to the blue box and connect all the way in the back side of the darker blue box. So you have your 1 diagram and your 2 diagrams of making straps. So in this clip, you're going to see me try to draw the straps, but eventually I didn't like how it was turning out. So I used the straps that was already on the top and just trimmed everything out. And what I did here, because the straps were just all over the place, I just picked 1 strap, and I eventually end up using that strap to make 1 piece of 1 altered piece. So I'm just going to use my resizing tool and eventually just try to make that curved altered strap, and yeah, that was pretty much it. Okay, so for those who don't know what I'm doing, basically what I'm doing is taking all the straps and combining them into 1 group, so that way they could be 1 full layer. And I'm just doing some tweaks with the straps by erasing them to make them look thinner, because I don't like how it looks thick, and just trying to even out those lines and make them smooth and curved as possible. Okay, so now I'm just going in and doing any tweaks that I feel like is necessary, and that's pretty much basically it, you guys. That's the final look. Okay, so now that the top is finished, I'm just going to remove the Roblox template and just do some last finishing touches, and then I'm going to export my file and we're going to move on to drip cells. Okay, so now you're going to go to your browser and you're going to type in drip cells. It's on the top right, and this is like a website where you can preview your work to see how it looks before you upload them on Roblox. And I really recommend doing this when making clothes, so it can save you a lot of Robux. And this is the final look on the torso, and once I feel like it's great, I'm going to upload it to Roblox, and that's it. Here's the final look on my avatar. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys stay tuned for the other parts of this series, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.